Hey Birchouse friends, welcome back. So this week's question comes to us, we drew last week from our giveaway questions, and it comes to us from Andrew Galeotto, who asks, hey Birchouse, what is your favorite weapon for up close and personal? Now, I have a fascination of historical arms and armor. It's a large part of why I started Birchouse in the first place. And so I had to kind of think a little bit about, like, what's my favorite? And I kept coming back to my first love, which is things like sabers and cutlasses. And so I brought with me a 1917 U.S. Naval Cutlass. This is a sword that was based on the Dutch Klawang, or had its origins in the Dutch Klawang, and was adopted by the U.S. Navy in 1917. And it's just a very cool sword. And I just think sabers and cutlasses are very cool swords. I think they're very versatile cut and thrust weapons, and so I love these styles of swords, and in particular I'm fascinated with the swords of the 18th century onward. Speaking very, very broadly, I'm fascinated by that period of time where we're using things like muskets and rifles, and yet the sword, and even to a degree things like spears and lances, these kind of what we think of as medieval weapons, are still not only a viable but a very necessary part of armed combat. I just think it's a very fascinating juxtaposition between where we're going to end up in warfare and where we came from in this transitional period. I just think that is so fascinating. And so, yeah, if I have to pick a weapon for up close and personal, it's going to be a saber or cutlass. That was a great question. Thank you so much for asking. If you ever have a question for Birchouse, comment below with, hey Birchouse, ask, and we'll answer it in a future video. And before I sign out, we're not going to draw a question this week. We did get a comment question last week from another Andrew, and so we'll be answering that next week. But as I said, comment below if you have a question for us. We'd love to answer anything you have to ask. In the meantime, we'll see you all next Wednesday.